Okay, let's take a look at the mobile app. Now you can use your phone or your tablet, Apple or Android, doesn't matter, all works perfectly. Here's the front contents page of the app. I can just scroll up then to see the 10 different sections of the report. I can jump into any of these sections and complete them, all extremely flexible in terms of how you use it. If we go to the About the Property Inspected section number 4 and click on that, opens up that section. I can add a photo of the property using the camera, or I can import it from the photo library. All of the standard responses, so the front facade faces approximately east. The site topography falls to the south. The type of structure, it's a apartment. The height of the structure is split level. So very easy to add the standard comments, and you can edit and add your own answers to these responses as well. The wall construction, double brick with concrete block. The floor, timber flooring with concrete areas. So very, very simple and straightforward to complete. As I said, you can add your own responses, and you can even use voice to text to add more detailed additional comments to any section that you like as well. There's some very nice features as well. If we look at things like finding and observations, were active termites found? If you click yes, that goes red. And it gives you the option to actually view the termite images. Now, they won't come into the report, but it just helps you identify the different termites available. So I'll hit yes there. It brings up a range of the common termite species. If I click on one of those, I get the image of that to check against. So I can scroll through those and see the different images of the different termite. Okay, all included. If I don't want that, that's fine. I don't need to use it. I can just select the genus or species and then continue on completing the section. So lots of nice features to help the inspector in the way that they're completing the report. Like I said before, you've got all of the standard responses that are easy to complete, but at any point you can add your own additional details, either typing it in or using the voice to text feature. All of the elements you expect, and in all of these cases it's either a yes or no. As you saw there, if it is a yes, it populates the elements that you need to complete and further that section. Evidence of borers, yes. Identify, add additional comments. Fungal decay, yes. Where? With the ability to add extra into that drop-down list, and wherever there's drop-downs like that, there may be multiple sections that have been identified. Okay, so very, very simple to complete. It takes you through the process from start to finish, and finally the overall risk, it's either low green, moderate orange, or high red. Terms and conditions. Everything else there is concluded. You don't need to look at the terms and conditions if you know them already, but they're available for you in the report, and then the sign-off and signature added to the bottom of the report, ready to go. So there's a summary of the report just to show you how it looks in the actual app. Extremely user-friendly. Move through section by section until you've completed, and then simply hit submit in the top right-hand corner, and that will send the report back to the management portal, ready for reviewing and editing, or if you're happy with it, it can be instantly sent to the client for final sign-off. Okay, let's take a look at the management portal. Now, the management portal is the secure website that stores all of your reports. And what we're looking at now is the report editor. So you can complete the reports out in the field using your mobile phone or your tablet. It will take you through exactly the same process. When you finish, you hit submit. The report can either go instantly straight to the client, or you can have it come back here for further editing. And that's probably what most people do. So if we take a look around the page, first of all, on the left-hand side, we've got the quick navigation section. And that enables you to jump to different parts of the report for checking. So for example, if I want to go and make sure that signatures are right, I can just click on that section, and there's the inspector's signature and the client's signature, if that's all good. If I want to check the agreement details, I can jump to the About Agreement, hit the reference number, and there it is. I can see that's all been completed correctly. So the advantage of this is not only editing what's come in from the mobile app, but you can actually build the reports from scratch here and use this as your report writer. It works exactly the same way. So you can just scroll through these different areas. So if we go to the menu here, and this is our brand new pre-purchase report, you can see the different sections: the client details, about our agreement, the inspection summary, about the property inspected, areas we were unable to inspect and why, and the other remaining sections. So again, let's have a quick look at how that works. I'll jump to the interior obstruction section, and there are the elements that have been clicked. So flooring and limited access to skirting boards have been ticked. So has locked room and storage to garage. I can also then add my own comments. So it gives you a range of options ready to go, but you can certainly customize it on a client by client and property by property basis very easily by just adding. You can scroll through then, check everything else, make any changes and edits that you need to, and then complete the finished report and hit View PDF, and that will show you a finished PDF of what that report looks like. So let's go over and have a look at what a finished PDF does look like. Okay, so you've made your edits to the report using the report writer and editor, and then you've hit View PDF, and it's generated the PDF report for you to take a look at. Now, we've built a range of very cool front covers, so you can pick the cover that you like that suits your business. When you upload your logo, it'll automatically grab the colors from that logo and populate things like lines and additional features throughout the report. So it actually uses your color and logo details all the way through. Brings in your contact details at the top, and again, your logo will be here in the top left-hand corner. This is the contents page. So we have built it so that it has these 10 defined areas that we looked at in the form. And they're all color coded, and that coding runs through the report. So it's really built to be as reader friendly for your customers as possible, as well as being clear for the inspector to complete in the field. Right, so there's the contents page. Let's take a look through now. This is the client details page. Again, there's a blue tint here on the left where the questions are. That's using a tint from the color of your logo, and then all the answers are on the right-hand side. The agreement page, so it brings in again the inspection requested, the agreement details with the date and the reference number, and the inspection provider details. And then we come to the inspection summary. So let's take a look at this page because there's some nice features here. The page is divided into 3 sections: access, activity, and then down the bottom you can see safety and risk. Now, all of these questions are automatically populated with a colored tab, which makes it super easy for your customers to get a quick snapshot of what the overall status is. And this is being generated from your responses in the report. So as you complete the report, the colored tabs will appear there, and we'll see that in a minute, but it also automatically updates the summary for you. So you don't need to do that separately. If we have a look at that, were there any high risk areas? The answer is no, so that tab's green. Were active termites found? The answer is yes, so that is red. And then in each way, it encourages the reader to read the full report so they're getting the complete picture. The susceptibility to timber pest is moderate, so that's orange in this example. So very clear, very easy to read, and all color-coded throughout. There's the property inspected page, so it brings in the details of the property that has been completed. You can see here that if concrete slab has been selected, then it brings in a note about the concrete slab. Underneath, the property is furnished at the time of inspection, so it brings in the furnished property notes. And we've separated the generic notes and comments and hints. They'll be in a gray color compared to the actual responses from your inspection, which will be in black. So those two elements are very clearly separated, which makes it, again, easy for the reader to understand what is specific to the property and what is a supporting note or comment in the report. Areas unable, restricted access. So here, were there any normally accessible areas that had restricted access? The answer is yes, so that's red. It then brings in the opportunity for notes. And when you're adding notes, you'll either have drop-down responses available, or you can use voiced to text, and that will populate those details and recommendations for you automatically. And then you can add the additional photos and comments as you go. High-risk areas, there weren't any, so that's green and no. So that's the style of the report all the way through. Very clear, very easy to read, taking away all of that confusion for your customers, all the way through to the end, where you've got the final contact the inspector details, signatures, client acknowledgement. Okay, so that's the style of the report, and we've had fantastic feedback from it already. It will form part of the full suite of reports that are being delivered, and we hope that you really love them.